69 The teachings of the Lord of the Second Coming. 3.2.1.3 The result of the 40-day fast and the three temptations. According to the principle of creation, God's purpose of creation is to be realized only when human beings pass through the three stages of origin, division and union, and establish the four-position foundation. However, Satan blocked this ideal while the first human ancestors were still in the process of building the four-position foundation. Therefore, in the course of the providence of restoration, with its prolongations through three stages, God has tried to restore through indemnity all that was lost by working to fulfill dispensations of 40 for the separation of Satan. Jesus prevailed over the three temptations and fulfilled the 40-day fast as a dispensation of 40 for the separation of Satan. Thereupon, Jesus restored through indemnity, all at once, the following conditions, which God had been seeking to fulfill through all the dispensations of 40 for the separation of Satan throughout history. First, in the position of John the Baptist, Jesus restored through indemnity the foundation of faith for the second worldwide course to restore Canaan. In so doing, Jesus restored all that had been offered to God over the course of the providence for the purpose of laying the foundation of faith, including the offerings of Cain and Abel, Noah's ark, Abraham's sacrifice, Moses' tabernacle, and King Solomon's temple. Furthermore, Jesus restored through indemnity, all at once, all the dispensations of 40 for the separation of Satan, conducted during the 4,000 years since Adam lost, despite the best efforts of central figures to lay the foundation of faith. These included Noah's 40-day flood judgment, the 3 40-year periods in the life of Moses and his 2 40-day fasts, the 40-day mission to spy out the land, the Israelites' 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, the 400 years from Noah to Abraham, the 400 years of slavery in Egypt, and all other periods characterized by the number 40, which had been lost since the Exodus. 3.2.2 The foundation of substance. Jesus came as the true parent of humanity, yet he restored through indemnity the dispensation of 40 for the separation of Satan, while standing in the position of John the Baptist. Therefore, after he restored the foundation of faith and rose to the position of Messiah and true parent, he stood in the position of a parent. At the same time, when he secured the position of Abel for fulfilling the indemnity condition to remove the fallen nature, he stood in the position of a child still in the role of John the Baptist with respect to that condition. In that capacity, Jesus, through his 40-day fast, attained the same position on the world level that Moses had assumed, just after he had laid the foundation of faith for the second national course to restore Canaan by enduring a 40-year exile in the wilderness of Midian. God conducted the dispensation to start the second national course to restore Canaan by providing the 3 signs and 10 plagues. God conducted the dispensation to start the third national course to restore Canaan by having the people uphold the 3 manifestations of divine grace: the tablets of stone, the Ark of the Covenant, and the tabernacle, and obey the 10 commandments. These, as we recall, were given upon the foundation for the tabernacle to restore the 3 signs and 10 plagues lost due to the faithlessness of the Israelites. Jesus was the fulfillment of the 3 manifestations of grace and the 10 commandments. Therefore, God conducted the dispensation to start the second worldwide course to restore Canaan, based on Jesus' own words and miraculous deeds. If the Jewish people Cain had been moved to believe in and follow Jesus, who was in the position of John the Baptist Abel, they would have fulfilled the indemnity condition to remove the fallen nature and restored the foundation of substance. The foundation for the Messiah would thus have been laid. Standing upon this foundation, Jesus would have risen from the position of John the Baptist to the position of the Messiah. Then, by engrafting all people with himself, 211, humankind would have been reborn, cleansed of the original sin, and would have become one with God in heart. They would have restored their original God-given nature and built the kingdom of heaven on earth in Jesus' day. 3.2.3 The failure of the second worldwide course to restore Canaan. When the first worldwide course to restore Canaan ended in failure, due to John the Baptist's faithlessness, Jesus took John's mission upon himself and suffered hardships in the wilderness for 40 days. Thus, Jesus restored through indemnity the foundation of faith for the second worldwide course to restore Canaan. It is written that Satan, who was defeated in the 3 temptations, left Jesus' side until an opportune time, 212, indicating that Satan had not left Jesus for good, but might confront him at a future date. As a matter of fact, Satan did confront Jesus, working primarily through the Jewish leadership, the priests and scribes who disbelieved in Jesus. In particular, Satan confronted Jesus through Judas Iscariot, the disciple who betrayed him. Due to the faithlessness of such people, Jesus could lay neither the foundation of substance, nor the foundation for the Messiah for the second worldwide course to restore Canaan. The second worldwide course thus ended in tragic failure.